Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 8, entitled as Akṣara Brahma Yoga. Sloka 3. śrī-bhagavān uvāca akṣaraṁ brahma paramaṁ svabhāvo dhyātmam ucyate bhūta-bhāvodbhava-karo visargaḥ karma-saṁjñitaḥ. If we reflect on karma, that is this activity that we just spoke, then we will develop a sort of aversion towards this activity. The reason is because it produces the life which becomes entanglement for further into this world. And also by this action we also learn that the subtle form of 5 elements along with the vasana are associated at all the stages. We cannot so easily get away with it, which makes one to come to a state of distasteful and frightening knowing these things. Therefore one may start developing an interest towards atma and detachment towards the karma, the action that has been explained. And this whole process is very beautifully explained in Chandogya Upanishad. It is said that panchamyam ahuta vapaha purushas vachaso bhavanti, that the living entity goes through 5 stages, 5 as a 5 offering before it takes birth. Consider in the case of a person who has performed many nice pious deeds, punya karma, such as Jyotishtoma yagya and other yagyas, which will even take him to heavenly planet. When this person dies, only the gross body that we see is left behind. The subtle body formed by the interaction of the 5 elements does not leave him. The vasanas does not leave him. It goes along with this person. When we say person, atma. And reaching the heavenly planet, that devatas abode, it transforms into a body similar to the devatas. The atma gets a different body over there. So the first place is heaven, where he stays there for a certain duration until its credits are drained, his virtuous acts are exhausted. Then he enters, is thrown into the cloud. And this is the second place he takes. Through the rains from the clouds, he then reaches the earth, falls upon the earth. That is the third position, stage. First is the heaven, second is the rain, and third on the earth. And when he falls on the earth, he gets united with some food grains. And when a man consumes these food grains, then the atma transferred into a fluid, creative fluid. That's a 4th position. The first one is heaven, second one is rain, The third one is earth, from earth to a purusha, into a man, and from man to a woman, patni, to his wife. That fluid is transferred, which then this atma develops a body within the womb of the woman. Throughout these different stages, the 5 subtle elements, the vasanas, they all remain and travel with this atma. And we can see that in every stage that we just saw, there are high chances of risk before it can move into the next stage and to finally come as a human being. And that is why it is important to know what is Brahman, what is adhyātmam, and what is the karma. That I am the Jivatma, who's eternal, somehow or the other, due to my vasanas and karmas and attachment towards these 5 elements, the prakriti, I have been entangled into this world. And the one which makes one to get entangled and be deep-rooted into this samsara, the material existence, is that which gives birth, that particular activity, that is called karma. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada in his purport very nicely and in very simple language, he mentions what is svabhāvo, the adhyātma, and what is karma as a take-home. There he says, the nature of jiva is to eternally serve. The constitutional position of the living entities is actually different from the position that we all take in the material world. In material consciousness, one's nature is trying to become the lord of the matter. I want to rule it over. But in the spiritual consciousness, that is Krishna consciousness, his position is to serve the Supreme Lord. Is completely opposite. Therefore, we should understand that our true nature, which is now been covered, but when it's uncovered, we should know that our position is to simply serve the Supreme Lord. Because we are covered here in this world, we think we are that Supreme Lord. We think we are the controller, we are the Ishvara, and we want to control things. Therefore, the svabhāvo of Jivatma is to serve the Supreme Lord. And what is karma? Karma is not simply an activity. In this context, what it means, that activity or action that further develops a material body. That is what has been mentioned here as karma. So what did we gain by learning these 3 things? Karma, adhyātma, Brahman. By knowing the faults in the prakriti, by knowing the problems involved in the action, the karma, one becomes disgusted with these 2 things. And by knowing the greatness of Atma, one becomes a realized soul. And these 3 subjects are must and important for those who are aspirant of moksha. In the next sloka, Krishna will explain the other terms. Akṣaraṁ brahma paramaṁ svabhāvo dhyātmam bhūta-bhāvodbhava-karo visargaḥ karma-saṁjñitaḥ. Namaste. Hare Krishna.